Very good, friends. I think we're ready to roll. Doc South here saying hey and welcome. Uh, 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 your daily dose of Aunt Barb's Magic Oven coming right up. Didn't get one in yesterday. I had to work at my supermarket. They had some folks call out, and I had to go in around 6 in the morning. Uh, which meant getting up around 4 and then off to the chatterbox after the supermarket, for the afternoon, well, the Saturday thing I do there. So, yeah, there wasn't a spare moment to knock anything out for you. But okay, maybe we can get caught up today. Let's do this one. This is chapter 43, the Sermon on the Stoop. I thought you might like it. And, well, here we go. All right. Well, has this ever happened to you? You spend much of your day-to-day moments thinking about life and how you should live it, right? We all do that. Yeah, I think we do. You should study and think you study and think and ponder and rack your brain about what to do in this or that situation. Sometimes maybe sitting under a shady tree, you whisper out loud how wonderful it would be to just have someone you could talk to who had all the right answers. Maybe they'd grant you an audience and tell you what the scoop really is. If you could just ask one lousy question, it might make the true meaning of life just squirt out of your pores for all of eternity. Have you ever sat and thought that what that one question would be? Myself, I've done this many times. In fact, when I come up with a great question, I write it down and memorize it just in case. But now in front of God and the whole world, I couldn't think of a darn thing to say. Giving up, I just blurted out a question from thin air. I asked Jesus to give us a few simple rules or guidelines for living a better life. He just stared at me. As I watched him, I'm thinking, oh man, what a dumb question. He must get this one everywhere he goes. Why can't I think like a real philosopher like Plato or someone like that? I'm such a jerk. It's funny, though, but Jesus seemed to welcome the question. In fact, he smiled at me and said, Doc, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked it. This kind of thing is right up my alley. Thank you. But first, I want to thank my staff for helping to bring about such a wonderful day to this world of yours. Would you guys please show yourselves? Come on, everybody. And with that said, all at once there was maybe hundreds, perhaps thousands of angels who came into view. Some were wearing chef hats, others had halos, some were in coveralls, and others had aprons on. Some had wings, some didn't. Jesus asked them all to take a bow. They smiled beautiful smiles and bowed deeply. Then one angel hollered out, "Hey guys, how about one for the boss?" The angels went into glow mode and hollered, "You the man, boss." And we humans applauded too. We were cheering for both Jesus and his angels and, well, for a great day and a great life. Jesus smiled at us all and said how he thought it was a perfect day as well. He did say that he regretted having the dinosaurs in the big Thanksgiving Day parade earlier today. He thought that, well, if there's ever a next time, it might be better to place them closer to the back of the march. People laughed. Jesus just smiled and said, well, live and learn. And then Jesus put his hand to his chin and stroked his chin whiskers a bit and live and learn. Live and learn, huh? It's odd, but that's really what we're here to do, friends. You indeed are here to live and learn how to exist in the real life. That's the life that's coming. Here you can make mistakes and the universe won't be the worse for it. Very few beings know that you even exist, and well, and those that do know about you find it hard to get here. They live far away from you and you from them. It's the best way. It's hard enough to live a good life and train for your next life with all your fellow citizens on this planet. You don't need yet another civilization to interact with. It would take you too far off base. Here on Earth, you can only hurt yourselves and no one else. Here, you can learn to be like angels and eventually live in the best existence possible. That would be a life with me and our Heavenly Father as we tend to existence. He continued. The cameras were rolling. Here's what you must learn to do. This is how you must be. If you aren't this way, you'll be powerless. The power will not come to you until you master some crucial steps. Once you do master these steps, the power will be yours. By the way, I'm not trying to sound like a kung fu movie here, friends. If you learn to do the right things, the power will come to you without your asking for it to come. I guess you could say it will grow on you. You see, you wouldn't give a stick of dynamite to a child playing with matches, would you? That would be stupid and an evil thing to do. The kid and well, before you know it, you'll be airborne. But when the child is a young man or woman and has been taught about dynamite, they can be very useful when someone needs to blast a road through a mountain. Also, if that child has been taught to like his fellow man, they'll be less prone to light that dynamite and throw it at someone to harm them. The news director signaled that it was time for a commercial break. I'm surprised that a bunch of angels didn't take the guy for a ride over the Grand Canyon. I think Jesus muttered something about rendering to the networks what belongs to the networks. Then he bit his tongue just a little and figured it might be best to take a break. I think Jesus felt that if he was getting a bit too wordy, well, maybe it would be time to just take a break and regroup. He said we'd be right back after these words from, and he looked on the cue card. He says, "The Empire Strikes Back." All right. Well, there you go, friends. We're all set. We'll do another one as soon as possible and enjoy this one, okay? Doc South, well, saying bye for now. God bless.